Hey everybody, Dawn McGee here, your wellness strategist and nutrition evangelist. Still talking about self care all month, and what I want to talk about today is what does it look like for you to be intuitive with your self care? Now, sometimes we are really great at listening to ourselves, and sometimes we are not. In New England, you may know that we have had a ton of snow this season between January and February. And yet last week we had a couple of days in the 70s, which was so exciting and totally brightened my mood and melted the snow to the point where I could get back to walking around outside. You may remember in years past, I try to do 100 days in a row of walking from October to January, and that keeps me going outside through a season in which I might be tempted to not get outside every day. Now, that may seem like just a fun challenge, or it may seem like a way to get yourself through the season. For me, being outside really matters. And that's one thing I rediscovered this week, that being outside, walking outside instead of walking on a treadmill, makes a huge difference in how I feel and how my body responds. I happen to live in a neighborhood that's very hilly, and so my lunchtime half hour walk has some really fairly significant elevation changes for just a neighborhood walk, and that makes a ton of difference to how my joints feel because my muscles get exercised differently. And for me, when I'm walking more solidly, everything improves. My balance improves, my attitude improves. I love the fresh air. I love the warmer fresh air. And I realized that I had gotten away from the outside walks and the benefits that those provided to me. It's really easy to sort of hunker down in the midst of really not very fun winter and forget all the things that keep you attached to what you love to do and what keep you attached to a positive attitude. So I'm really happy to be back in my normal positive attitude, and it really has a lot to do with being able to get outside and walking and doing all the things, which brings me to my point for you. What is it that you may have lost touch with, whether it's because of the weather or the season or the business season you're in or the personal season you're in? What is it that makes you feel come alive that you've lost touch with, that you want to get back to doing because it matters, because how you feel about you and how you move through the world matters. And when you are in a better space, you can give more to your clients, you can give more to the world, you can give more to your friends and family, not necessarily in that priority order. And giving back is what raises everybody up. You know, certainly we are in a world situation where those of us who have are in a spot where we can give. And I would encourage everybody to look around and see what they can do to help improve the situation of people who are not as well off as we are in whatever way you can. So that's my public service announcement for the week. I hope that you will have a wonderful week. As always, what I hope for you is that you live a life you love without giving up the things that bring you joy. Until next week.